Morning guys, and welcome to Brazil. So I am going to take you guys on a 36-hour adventure through Rio de Janeiro, Brazil. Now I am preparing to take a quick 3-day cruise, and this is going to be part of our new series, MHFam by Land and Sea, where I'm going to share with you some of the things that you can do in some of the port cities pre-cruise and possibly post-cruise, so that you can extend your family's cruise vacation. So I arrived here in Rio de Janeiro yesterday, early morning, after an overnight flight. I was completely exhausted, but let me throw it back to share with you guys what I got into yesterday. I started this journey with a quick 2-hour flight from Ohio to Miami, where I had a 4-hour layover before my 8-hour overnight flight to Rio. I grabbed dinner at TGI Fridays at the airport and slept through the flight before landing in Rio. There, I walked a very long way to customs and immigration, where it took about 30 minutes to get through. And then I was off to find the Uber stand and, of course, grab coffee. So something that I just experienced, that I've never experienced at an airport, are you have bag washers. So they just kind of walk up on you and they have spray. Very similar to like when you get your windows washed. You see that on television where they come and try to clean your windows and you tip. So I've had 3 different guys walk up to me trying to spray my bags, and I'm like, no, thank you. So they're doing that for tips. So yeah, make sure you're paying attention. One guy tried to get me when I was standing at the currency exchange counter, and I'm sitting here at the cafe, and I had 2 different guys walk up trying to do it. So first time ever experiencing that. So definitely be mindful, because if they spray, they're probably going to want a tip. Alright, so an Uber to go about 25 minutes away was $13, so that's not bad at all. And it'll be here any minute. So I do like the idea of the sectors. It keeps things a lot more organized than other Uber pickups that I've seen. So you have the orange, green, and purple. A lot more organized. And then I was off for what turned out to be an hour-long ride due to traffic, but I was able to catch a quick glimpse of Christ the Redeemer on my way. It was a nice ride, and I highly recommend taking Ubers wherever you go in Rio de Janeiro, because they are very inexpensive. All right, so I made it to the condo now. I did opt to do an Airbnb for this trip. Now, you guys know I planned this very last minute, and the hotels here, they rate like 4 stars, 5 stars, but the reviews don't say that. So definitely do your research if you're coming, because I actually reserved like 3 different ones and then did research, and then I saw reviews with pictures, and yeah, it just didn't look good. So I found an Airbnb with a super host. They have high ratings, and so it's kind of right here. It's a block from the beach, right in between Ipanema, I think I'm saying that right, and Copacabana. So it's right in the middle. So I'll let you guys see what the inside of the apartment looks like once I have access. So I have about an hour and 45 minutes before I can access. So I figured instead of going out, because I'm kind of still in pants and it's hot out, so I figured I'd just wait and work, knock that out, and then get to the apartment, shower, and then head out. So stay tuned. I'll show you guys the apartment, but for now I'm gonna go ahead and get to work. All right, so I was able to get access early, so that is always nice whenever you're traveling and had a long night. So the host messaged me that it's actually ready, hour and a half before time. So give you guys a quick spin around. Now this condo is called the Queen Anne condos, and it definitely looks a lot better than what the hotels were looking like. So I will take it. Yep, I will take it. And it's just a block from the beach. There's restaurants, shops, there's a grocery store right downstairs, And yeah, you can access lots of things from here, so it's perfect. All right, so I have freshened up. I feel so much better. So I am preparing to head out. I'm gonna probably just walk to the beach, see what I can grab there to eat, and then go to the supermarket to grab water and things. Guys, make sure if you're traveling abroad, not to drink the water, not to brush your teeth with water, so you don't get sick. So there is filtered water here, but I still don't trust that either. So, and then if you're ordering drinks, don't get drinks with ice. So yeah, I'm gonna do that. Something else to know, I always make sure that I leave my passport and at least one credit card in a safe or secure place wherever I'm staying. That way, you know, I have my bag or my purse with me with my ID and another credit card. That way, if God forbid something happens and it gets snatched or I lose it or something, I have my passport at least to get back home, as well as another credit card. So yeah, play it safe, especially when you're by yourself. Don't want to be stuck here in Brazil or anywhere. So that's just something that I always do. I make sure I leave it either in the safe or a secure place wherever I'm staying. So the plan for today is I'm just gonna go walking, explore the area. Like I said, I'm in between two different popular points, Copacabana and Ipanema. I'll figure it out. And so I'm kind of in between the two. So I'm gonna explore one side today, one side tomorrow. Tomorrow I do have a 9-hour tour that I booked through Viator that's gonna take me to Christ the Redeemer, a lot of sightseeing, sampling some foods and different things. And then I also have a carnival show tomorrow, dinner show tomorrow evening. So I will be out late night tomorrow, but I feel secure in the way I did it because it's literally a 5-minute walk from where I'm staying. And so if push comes to shove, I will catch an Uber for sure. But if I needed to walk, it's 5 minutes, so it's not like too bad. But something else to note. So I had been doing research, and actually one of the channel members, thank you for sharing with me, mentioned about a lot of phone snatching and things like that, camera snatching here. And it's ironic because some of the hotels kind of mentioned that. And then the Airbnb host, she left notes and said she's never dealt with theft or anything, but she recommends keeping your cell phone valuables in your pocket or hidden. So for that reason, I am not gonna vlog this on my GoPro or any other camera. It's gonna be strictly from my phone when I feel safe enough to do that. As of right now, I feel safe. I don't have any concerns, but you know, wanna play it safe. So I'm literally going out with just my bag, one credit card, my phone, charger, that's it. So I'm not gonna carry 360, GoPro, none of that stuff because I don't want anything to be snatched. Because I am exploring on my own. Now let's head to Ipanema Beach, one of Rio de Janeiro's most famous beaches, which also inspired the famous song, The Girl from Ipanema. Ipanema Beach is located in the upscale Ipanema neighborhood and just a short walk to Copacabana Beach. Here you will find a vibrant atmosphere, food and market vendors, and amazing sunsets from Arpoador Rock. Ipanema Beach is popular with locals, and you may find them on the beach playing volleyball or soccer and just enjoying the amazing views. The beach is divided into postos, or posts. Number 9 post tends to attract beach seekers wanting to hang out, whereas post 10 attracts athletes wanting to work on their physique. While Ipanema Beach is known to be the place where Brazilian beach fashion of itty-bitty bikinis and Speedos was born, Ipanema is known to be a safer and more upscale beach than Copacabana. All right, I don't know what they're serving, but they have a long line, so might be worth trying.
I don't like any of them.
Alright, so as you saw, that spot was a madhouse, but because there was a line, that tells me it's probably pretty tasty. You can't get a spot. Now, the name of the restaurant means counter, and there's literally like 8 bar stools, so you're gonna have to probably take it to go. I just found a little spot that I could sit in and try to eat. So I got, it's kind of like a shawarma pita with steak, beef, pickled onions, some sort of sauce, and then I got fries. Yeah, and it's definitely worth the wait and the line. Really good. I just wish I could have dined there because they were putting different sauces on it that they offered. So I would have loved to have tried that. The fries are really good. They're seasoned. Yeah, this is really, really tasty. And this was, the whole meal was nine US, so not bad at all. And just to give you a better look at the inside, it's fresh too. Really nice. Well seasoned, very delicious. So guys, let me show you. I got 2 liters of water, some plums, and a tub of candied, get it out the bag, of candied cashews, or nuts. I don't know if they're cashews, but candied nuts for Ron. $5.75. You're definitely not going to get that back in the States. So things are pretty reasonable here. Yeah, I don't mind it. So this morning, I'm preparing to take a tour with Viator. It's a 9-hour tour that's going to take me all over Rio de Janeiro to give me some of those highlights, some of those key points and things that you want to touch on when you visit. I decided to go about it with this tour because it seemed to be pretty extensive, and it's going to get me to some of those places that you've probably seen on TV. You know, I want to get out and explore, and I want to do so safely. So I booked this through Viator. I'll put the cost right here. They should be here any minute to pick me up, so let's go ahead and head out. Yeah, so as you can see, it's extremely crowded here. It's one of the most popular spots here, the Celestyal steps. The art has been placed here over years. I'll put more information here for you, but I'm glad that our tour guide started us from the top, walked down. I think our bus is going to pick us up from here. So, yeah, nice area. Be careful because the steps are very uneven. I've already seen a few people trip, so be very careful, but it's beautiful to see. I would probably recommend coming probably really early before the crowd so you can get some nice shots. I would not recommend setting up a tripod, hence me not getting any pictures of myself or any video, but yeah, it's pretty crowded. The Celestyal Steps are one of Rio's most Instagrammable spots and is located in the Lapa Arches area, which is well known for its nightlife. This area consists of 215 steps and has more than 2,000 tiles, which have been donated by visitors from over 60 countries. The Celestyal Steps were started in 1990 by Jorge Celestyal and was a tribute to the Brazilian people, hence the predominant colors of yellow, green, and blue, which represents the Brazilian flag. Jorge worked on these steps for over 20 years until he passed away in 2013, and to this day, Celestyal Step is one of Rio's most famous landmarks. The Metropolitan Cathedral of St. Sebastian is another well-known landmark in Brazil, as this cathedral is unlike any other traditional cathedral due to its cone shape that represents a Mayan pyramid. The cone shape symbolizes the closeness between God and humanity, and the open space creates a serene and spiritual atmosphere. Here you will find a mini statue of Christ the Redeemer, as well as a bench statue of homeless Jesus, which was created to pay homage to the more than 20,000 people who are homeless in Rio. Be sure to dress appropriately when you enter, or you can borrow one of the scarves to cover up. The Metropolitan Cathedral of St. Sebastian is one of Rio's most important religious sites and is also home to an underground museum that has religious artifacts on display. Next, we pass by the Samba Drome, which hosts the Rio Carnival Samba parades each year between February and March. This amazing stadium can accommodate 90,000 spectators and is over 2,300 feet long. Another famous stadium located in Rio is the Maracanã football stadium, which opened in 1950 for the FIFA World Cup and is home to two of Brazil's biggest football teams. This stadium can host up to 78,000 visitors and has been used to host the 2016 Olympic opening and closing ceremonies, as well as concerts for popular artists such as the Rolling Stones and Madonna. So it is lunchtime. We're at a buffet. We have not gone to Christ the Redeemer or any other spot yet. I think he's trying to wait until the crowds die down a little bit, and this is a pretty long tour. So, but this is all-you-can-eat buffet, and he said your food is included. The only thing not would be desserts and drinks. So it's included in the price of the tour. So I'm gonna enjoy it. There are 3 ways to get up Corcovado Mountain to see Christ the Redeemer. You can catch the Corcovado train, which costs about 100 to 150 Brazilian reals, or about $25 US. This will take about 20 minutes each way. You can also choose to go up by van, but keep in mind not all tour buses can access the mountain, and this will take about 7 minutes. Or if you're an adventure seeker, you can opt to hike up the mountain, and this will take about 2.5 hours. Be sure to use caution this way and give yourself plenty of time to get back down before sunset, as our tour guide did warn us of robberies that can occur on the trail. Plan to visit Christ the Redeemer in the morning for less crowds, in the afternoon to catch the sunset, and avoid cloudy or rainy days as you may not have a clear view. I'm very nervous. Christ the Redeemer is one of the most iconic landmarks in the world. In fact, it is considered one of the 7 wonders of the world. Christ the Redeemer is a symbol of Christianity and Brazilian pride and has become a symbol of peace, protection, and unity for the Brazilian people. You can catch amazing views of Rio de Janeiro from the 2,300-foot summit of Corcovado Mountain. It is quite the sight to see, but do be mindful of the crowds, the heat, and the height. Sugarloaf Mountain is another iconic landmark in Rio, and it rises to 1,300 feet above sea level. To get to Sugarloaf Mountain, you will need to take a cable car ride up, and it is divided into 2 parts, as you will see. Again, those who love adventure can choose to hike up the mountain. The views at the peak are amazing. You guys know I'm really nervous. Let's see. Alright, so I didn't realize it was actually 2 cable cars to get to the top of Sugarloaf, but we are here. tour was a lot longer than I thought, so I am actually going to head out and catch an Uber because I have the Roxy show, I think 7 or 7:30, and it is after 5:30. So, and they also said they were dropping off in the order. They're not doing it in reverse order, so I would have been one of the last to be dropped off. So I am headed back by Uber. I think it was like $9 Uber to get back to my Airbnb so that I can shower and get ready for dinner. The Roxy Dinner Show, located in Copacabana, is a premier cultural experience for those wanting to be immersed in the rich musical and folkloric traditions of Brazil. You can purchase your tickets on the Brazil Ticketmaster website and can choose to have dinner included, which honestly, if I visit again, I'd pass on dinner. But the show itself is an absolute must-see. If you enjoyed part 1 of our MH Fam by Land and Sea Brazil, be sure to stay tuned for part 2, where we will take the adventure to sea on board MSC Orchestra for a short 3-night cruise where we will visit beautiful Ilhabela, Brazil. Please consider subscribing to our channel, like this video, drop a comment, and share this with your friends and family. Thanks for watching.